Hello, welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao. Now, we're going to start on a very interesting note. And as part of efforts aimed at raising awareness about mental health, a group of Ghanaians have decided to journey north, specifically Tamale, starting from Accra. Now, Anita Solomon is a member of Zen Riders, and she joins me in the studio to bring us up to speed on why they've decided to embark on this journey and other details relative to that. Anita, thank you so much for coming to the studio.
Thank you.
First of all, tell us a bit about Zen Riders. It's the first time personally I'm hearing about it. Which group is Zen Riders, basically?
Okay, thank you for having me. I'm part of the Zen Riders group, and we are just ordinary people who decided to start taking cycling as a hobby. So we've been training for the past 5 months. And we just cycle. Basically, we take our bicycles and go to Legon every morning, 5 times a week, and we just cycle. So
Interesting. So it's basically a cycling group.
It is a cycling group.
Then you decided that next month you are taking up a project which will see you cycle from the capital all the way to the capital of the northern region, Tamale. Tell us about that. That's a very ambitious activity you've decided to take upon yourself.
Yes, it is. So basically, we are doing this challenge to raise awareness on mental health. We decided that it would be good to, have an initiative. And so we are now cycling to the northern part of Ghana, precisely Tamale, to raise mental health awareness. So we've started with the pre-engagements where we're having interviews like this. And we are going to secondary schools. Last 2 weeks, we went to St. Augustine's to talk to the students, and we are raising awareness. So that's the pre-engagement. As we go along, we will be stopping in communities along the way, and we will be giving mental health awareness. We are working with the Psychiatric Hospital of Kolebu, so we have an expert within us who will be engaging the communities. We will be talking about anything and everything mental health. I think the mental health awareness in Ghana still needs a lot of work. Basically, when we talk about mental health in Ghana, people just think it's just about the madman on the street. But mental health is something that affects all of us. And we are now trying to educate the public on how to identify the symptoms, what to do, and even just taking physical activities like we're doing, cycling, is all part of looking after your mental health. So basically, it's just to raise awareness on mental health.
Well, so understand it's going to start on the 1st to the 11th of November. In terms of individuals who can be part of it, how is it? Is it open to the entire public? Is there any registration process for that?
For now, unless you've been training for the past 5 months,
it's going to be difficult to cycle.
So impossible to cycle. But we are looking at opening this up next year for other people to join. But for now, 7 of us are going. We've got 2 professional coaches and 5 of us who are just ordinary people. But like I said, we've been training intensively for the past 5 months. So this is why we are qualified.
So 7 of you are going to be riding from Accra to Tamale. This is just, there are those out there who's like, well, you guys are okay. You're okay. So you have the time and the room to have such an adventure of riding from Accra to Tamale. Is this a fair comment that 7 people who are feeling okay, who are not, under the pressures of the Ghanaian environment decided to ride?
I wish that was the case. I have a full-time job. Everybody of us has got full-time jobs, but we also think that this is quite an important thing, adventure. I'm taking time off to do this, So, but I also think that the cause is something that is worth taking time off to do. So but it's also like there's a more reason why we have to do this now, because the pressures of everyone is affecting everybody's mental health. So I think if anything, we are doing it at the right time.
Interesting. In terms of support, if you need any support, that will be your final words. So that's your camera. Any support you need from the public?
Sure. Please check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Zen Riders. We need support from the public. You can donate through various channels, and we are on all the social media handles.
Well, so that's Anita Solomon, and she's a member of Zen Riders Group in Ghana, the group that is decided to raise awareness about mental health by, undertaking a bike tour from the capital, Accra, all the way to Tamale. And of course, if I was, fit, possibly would have joined them. But I wish you the very best, Anita.
Thank you
and
so
we hope
much.
you guys are able to actualize your objectives over there.
Thank you.
Well, you're still watching Prime Sports. We're going to take a quick break and we'll come back. We are building up to the start of the Women's Premier League, which is starting on Saturday. Please do stay. Now, on October 12th, the new season of the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League was launched with high hopes for an exciting season ahead. Now, as usual, the 20 teams are expected to participate in two zones in which the league has been divided into. We're talking about the Southern Zone and the Northern Zone. Now, although the prize money for the winners for this season has seen no change, there is, however, an increase in the participation money for all clubs in this season's tournament. Lawrence Beidou is with the Joy Sports Desk, and he is our Women's Premier League expert, and he is in the studio with me to share some details about the new season. We'll also be hearing from the head coach of one of the new entrants to the Ghana Women's Premier League. We're talking about Daniel Nieje, who's a former player of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He's the head coach of Sea Lions and also an official of Jononi Ladies, who are also one of the new entrants in this season's Women's Premier League. But before we even get to the details, let's hear from the Executive Council member of the Ghana Football Association, who is representing the Women's Premier League, Mrs. Gifty Owari Mensah, speaking about what to expect ahead of the new season.
Clubs that are in now, the clubs are poised for victory. We want to see a good league, and then I think that's what we're going to do. And then I'm happy that we have the least misconduct, which is a big thing for all of us. So tomorrow, come the league on 27th to 30th, I think all of us are going to have a very beautiful league.
Malta Guinness are the ones who have been supporting the Women's Premier League, and their marketing and innovation director has also been speaking about what they expect ahead of the new season.
To year two, we'll continue doing what we're doing, improving the experience for the players, improving the experience for the fans, driving more publicity in partnership with our partners Max TV, who broadcast the games live, just ensuring that more Ghanaians enjoy the game. Most importantly, that we can continue the development of women's football in Ghana from the grassroots, knowing well how that feeds into the pipeline of the Black Queens, giving our stars and our ladies better opportunities to carry on in this career.
So that's the Marketing and Innovations Director of Malta Guinness there, who have dedicated their resources to help promote the women's game in the country. Well, the new season is kicking off on Saturday, October 28th. Was expected to start on Friday, but the change of date has seen the new season kicking off on October 28th on Saturday, and quite a number of games will be taking place. But Lawrence Beidou is a man who's been following. You were at the launch of the new season. First of all, tell us major, changes to the new season. Are there any major changes to the new season? Anything which you're expecting?
Thank you very much, Zach. Prior to the GFA Congress, the GFA were talking about some of the things that will be introduced ahead of the new season. So the Women's Premier League happens to be one of the competitions that will see some changes. As you rightly mentioned, the prize money for the winners has not changed. However, when you are coming into the season, there's money for preparations. That has been increased. So for the Southern Zone, for instance, they get a 20,000 increment. They used to receive 40,000 cedis per team as part of preparations, but now they get 60,000. For the Northern Zone, due to the length, how far they go and all that, they've been given a 25,000 increment. So moving from 40 to 65,000. That is the new changes that the GFA has made. Also, there will be 4 buses. The initial plan is to get 4 buses that will be helping the teams in their movements. At some point, they all will get, but because they are not in yet, the 4 will be used. 2 in each zone for the teams.
Wait, so the 2 buses are going to be shared among all the clubs?
Yeah, so they'll find a way to...
That's going to be quite difficult.
I know, right? But then also, just as they did last season, there are some companies who are looking to sponsor the clubs as well. There'll be full provision from GIL and other companies who are also trying to contribute their quota to ensuring that the Women's Ghana Premier League is quite up there with others.
So significantly, the only increment we've seen relative to the Women's Premier League is
has to do with
the money each clubs are getting to prepare for the season per se. So previously, The Southern Zone used to get 40,000 Ghana cedis to prepare for the season. And now they are getting what?
60,000.
60,000. That's some 20,000 increment. And
Northern Zone 2, they used to get 45,000, but they are now getting 65,000. As we mentioned earlier, the winner's prize is still the same. 50,000 for the winner, and then the second.
That hasn't changed.
That hasn't changed.
Are you surprised we've not seen any change, an improvement in the prize?
Well,
because we've seen an adjustment in the men's Premier League, but the women's Premier League seems to be the same.
I tried asking questions, but I think it's part of the plans that something that they have in mind to do. But one thing that has been added is that right now, when you win the player of the tournament, you don't get a trophy to take home to show that you are the player of the tournament. That is one thing that Mortal Guinness has introduced. So the player at the end of the season will take home a trophy that you keep, and it serves as a reminder for everyone that
for the performance that you put up over there. Well, let's take a look at the clubs that will be participating in the new season of the Women's Premier League, and I'm sure that will be in the fixtures that we showed earlier. So this is the Northern Zone Matchday 1 fixture. So and from this we could tell the teams that are participating.
Yeah, so two teams that have come from the Division 1, Fosu Royals as well as Kumasi Academy, Kumasi Sports Academy. So they are the two entrants. But then aside that, there's Supreme Ladies, there's Presence Ladies, there's Tamale Super Ladies who came into the league last season. There's also Northern Ladies, there's Dreams Ladies and Penudakwa Ladies who are the current holders of the competition.
Yeah, interesting. So those are the 10 teams that will be participating in the Northern Zone. And the new entrants, like you mentioned, are Kumasi Sports Academy. And that's the female club affiliated to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, right? Great. And the other club you mentioned, that Fosu Royal Ladies. All right, so that's for the Northern Zone. Of course, the fixtures coming up on match day 1, you can see there, Police Ladies playing Army Ladies, Faith Ladies playing Berry Ladies. Okay, this is the Southern Zone. All right, so let's go through this.
So there's Police Ladies, there's Army Ladies, Faith Ladies, Berry Ladies, Siam Socrates, Lady Strikers, Jonina Ladies, Soccer Intellectuals, Sea Lions, and then Hazakes Ladies. As you can see right here, Jonina Ladies and then Sea Lions are the new entrants. Sea Lions are handled by one man that we all know, Daniel Nieje, who used to play for Kotoko. So it's interesting how he's taking his coaching into a different level, moving into women's football.
And Sea Lions are the the female club of Elmina Sharks, right?
Yeah.
Elmina Sharks. Interesting. So Sea Lions and Jonina Ladies are the ones who are coming into the new season of the Women's Premier League in the Southern Zone. And the fixtures there, very interesting fixtures. Let's just go through them. But we have on the line, on the phone, is the head coach of Sea Lions, Daniel Nieje, we mentioned, former Kumasi Asante Kotoko midfielder, really good player during his time. And we also have an official of Jonina Ladies, Lanre Abe, and they are all on the line. So, all right, let's speak to them so we can go through the fixtures and just see what to expect ahead of the new season. But let's start with Daniel. Daniel Nieje, thank you so much for making time with us tonight on Joy News. I'm sure you are a very happy man to have led your team to the Women's Premier League. But tell me, what's your expectation ahead of the new season?
Thank you for this opportunity. I know it's not going to be easy season for us because we are now entering into the league, Premier Side again, and all the teams are on top of the league. Some played the Super 8, and then we are coming to face one of them who are already a top club. So it's not going to be easy, but we are hoping for the best.
Interesting. Let me just get the thoughts of Abe Lanre also, who is an official of Jonina Ladies. And Lanre, I mean, I'm sure you are equally a happy man to have qualified to the Women's Premier League, but what's the mood like in your camp, and what is the objective of your club this season?
Oh, special good evening to everyone in the studio and the listeners out there. My name is Abe Lanre, as you earlier indicated. The atmosphere right now in the camp is really charged. The girls, they are paused for action, and we are in for a surprise being in the league.
Interesting. Daniel, let me come back to you though. What's special about your team? Should we see your team cause an upset? Because You are in the southern zone, and that's an area that, you know, we've seen Azaka's ladies, right? Azaka's ladies.
And most recently, Fake ladies have also come into the picture, as well as Army ladies who won the Women's Super Cup.
So, I mean, Daniel, you are in a zone that clearly is very competitive. Should we see Sea Lions cause an upset this season?
Early stage, we are just coming in. We want to take it match by match to see how it will go, because the group that we are in, all the teams are very good. They are high top teams, and then as we are coming now, we find things very difficult. But as you know, we were there last 2 seasons ago, and then we went out, and we are coming back again. But I think some of the players, most of them are experienced. They played in the Premier League before, so we are just hoping to get a first win. That will determine how our season will go. So now, our aim is to win our first match and then see the previous matches, how things will go.
Daniel, we very much wish you the very best in your season, and we hope you stay in the league and you know, continue to contribute your skill set to, you know, the development of women's game in the country. Larry, let me come to you for your final words also in terms of what we should expect from you starting with your first game.
So thanks so much for the wonderful opportunity. We believe that we are in for a competition. We are ready. The girls are prepared, as earlier said. The season is going to be an interesting one. We know quite alright that it's not going to be easy. We are ready in order to go into the season pari passu, step by step, one match after the other. But I can assure you that we plan to stay in the league.
Interesting. Well, very, very good. The confidence is there. We hope that you are able to, you know, replicate that on the playing field. So we wish Jonina ladies the very best, Lanre, and we wish Sea Lions also the very best. These two clubs are the new entrants in the southern zone of the Women's Premier League, and of course, we just heard from the officials there. Lawrence, let me come to you. Let's just go through the fixtures for the first week of the first round of games in the games over there. Then we'll speak briefly about the Black Queens. They have a game coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, they are playing Benin tomorrow.
Benin tomorrow. But let's look at the fixtures of the Women's Premier League this weekend, starting on Saturday. So where do we go? Northern zone?
Let's start with the southern zone.
Southern zone, good.
Okay, so since the northern zone is here, let's take it. Fosu Royal ladies will be playing Supreme ladies. Prisons ladies up against Tamale Super ladies. And then there's Kumasi Sports Academy against Pelpia ladies. Northern ladies play Ashtown ladies. Dreams ladies are up against Ampem Dakwa ladies as well.
And of course, that has been, you know,
some rivalry.
Postponed because of Ampem Dakwa's engagement. Interesting. But the southern zone, tell me, these are the fixtures, and tell me which game you are very much looking forward to.
I want to watch how Army ladies will start their season, and it's right that they are playing against their counterparts, police ladies, because Army ladies won, as I mentioned earlier, won the Women's Super Cup, so they are losing confidence heading into the new season. Fake ladies and Berry ladies seems to be some new rivalry coming up. The Karendorf Park is one place to be as well. It's Siam Socrates and then Lady Strikers. You know, there's a central regional derby, so I will want to see that as well if I have the time. Jonina ladies coming into the league. Antieku, I've heard people talk about football back to the Antieku Ashretev. I want to.
That's actually my area.
Well, so I want to know the experience, the football in that area, and see how the people will welcome women's football. Sea Lions are also up against Hazakes ladies in that.
I mean, finally, on the Black Queens, they have a game against Benin. Which one is that? Olympic qualifiers?
Olympic qualifiers, second round of qualifiers. But then this is the first leg. The Benin are one of the sides that the Black Queens played as part of Nora Haptel's first game. So it's quite an opponent that they know very much. But you know, there's been time between her first game and then now. We've seen her play 7 games, scored 26 goals and then conceded none. Well, there were some comparisons that she take over the Black Stars team, but you know, some of these things are just left for social media conversation. But I feel the Black Queens have really done well in the under Nora Hapto, and they deserve the plaudits that they are gaining. And then hopefully this run continues for some time. We get to see them play the best of football. We get to see them dominate opponents. And then when we meet the likes of Nigeria, South Africa, and Zambia, we're also able to dominate them and then earn our name back as one of Africa's heavyweights.
So after they go beyond Benin, then they qualify, or there's another game?
No, there's another fixture to be
All
played.
right, so we'll look forward to that. The Black Queens in action all the way in Benin tomorrow in that Olympic qualifiers. That's all we have for you on Prime Sports tonight with me, Razak Musbah. We'll be back same time tomorrow. Do have a lovely evening up next. It's PM Express and is the business edition.